Welcome everyone. Hope all is well. Another market blitz here. We got some nice setups that are ready to go today. We'll dive into all of them. A lot of these are on Swiss pairs. Swiss had another surprise rate cut last night, so they've already had two rate cuts, and we were liking some of the patterns on these Swiss pairs to begin with. So we'll dive into them, cover a little more. Nasdaq's kind of doing what we want. We'll cover that. We'll get into a lot. Let's get started. Risk disclaimer, read it over. And let's go. So we talked about we liked this pair we liked Aussie Swiss to the upside, right? We're on the daily chart right now. You're getting a daily signal right now. This is a nice buy setup. You got divergence down here. So you've got lower low with divergence in play. And we like this trade anyway because when we step out to the weekly chart, you're actually getting a bullish setup right here. So even though we're bearish on the weekly EMA wise, this thing could still make a double top up here. And when we get this setup, this setup likes to tell us that we should come back after these highs. So you're basically looking to buy this thing for your next weekly upcycle, and you're holding your momentum, right? Your shorter term EMAs are stacked. You're at the bottom of a weekly cycle, and you're looking to come take out these highs, at least retest them at minimum. So Aussie Swiss is a nice buy now, and you just don't want to see it close below this level. I think this candle is just here on Thinkorswim, so you basically just don't want to see it close below this low, right? I mean, and an easy way to play this as well is, right, a very easy way to play this Aussie Swiss trade is just put your candles on Hankanashi. You're in the trade now, and you hold this thing until you get a red Hankanashi candle below the 8. All right, you're looking for a string of green that looks like this, right? You're looking for a string of up green now, and you're not looking to close below the 8 on the Hankanashi. So you're looking for a continuation in Aussie Swiss. This is a nice trade to enter now if you want to try and dive down to the lower time frame. Maybe you're getting another 1 hour setup now. You see how your momentum's climbing here? You're getting an oversold, right? 21B, 31B. You could take your next parabolic SAR signal, take your next bullish Hankanashi above the 8, and right, you're in this. Looks like you're getting a nice 1 hour setup right now. So you could take this 1 hour setup, and you just don't want to see it close, daily close below here. Now you just tightened up your risk, and you're letting this thing run until you see a daily red Hankanashi candle below the 8, right? So, and we're looking to come take out these highs. All right, so that is that one. Aussie New Zealand, right? We're still waiting on a pullback. I went over this count yesterday, how we're looking for this setup now. All right, so we're now looking for a move on up to 112 on Aussie New Zealand. All right, let me don't let me correct it. I'm telling you, man, Thinkorswim is complete garbage for Forex. We're looking for this now, though, right? We're looking for this Y wave up, and you should stay green most of the way. So you want lower time frame setups, right? You want lower time frame buy setups. So any 4 hour 34 Bs you can go ahead and take. And I think you got a nice trade on up, man. We highlighted this over here, right? You get a flat correction, 3 waves, and you go flat correction. So you're simply looking for another flat correction just in the opposite direction on the 4 hour chart. You're looking for a 1, a 2, a 3 down to your 34, and you're looking to buy, all right? And then you're looking to hold that. So again, the pattern we're looking for on Aussie New Zealand is this: a W, an X, and a Y, all right? And you're in the C part of that Y now. So, and you do have a weekly stack here, and I pointed out yesterday that you just came out of this long squeeze. So we could get, and this is a nice bullish signal on the weekly chart. So go ahead and take this, take buy setups on the 4-hour chart to 112. Aussie New Zealand. All right. What else do we got here? So I like them a lot. I like Aussie Swiss to the upside. I like Aussie New Zealand. When we go to Nasdaq 1-hour chart, we went over this pattern on Market Blitz, right? And you got exactly that. So we were in this consolidation. I said you were looking for a 1-hour move up and a bust through that consolidation, and you're getting that now. All right, you got the move up, and you came right back through this consolidation, and you're looking for sell setups, and you're looking to close the week out down here at this gap fill. All right, so expect bearish momentum to continue in Nasdaq tomorrow. I wouldn't, and you're looking to come fill this gap, close the week out down here. Maybe if we hit this early Friday morning, you get a bounce here, but you're looking to come after this gap. So Nasdaq's pretty much doing what we want. Gold kind of changed structures a little bit, right? So we were kind of looking for this flat out of gold, looking for a move up right here and a move down. And then you would have had a flat correction right here. All right. Never made that wave down. So what do you have now? And what you have now is, we'll go to 4-hour chart and we'll zoom in, and you have a X, Y potential. All right. So that's kind of what you're looking at. You measure that right now, and you're sitting at the 100 and the 123.6. So we would have, you would have, I mean, you can buy pullbacks, because if this is going to create a running flat, remember, it'll run to the 618. So you could take a couple buy shots on gold down here at your, basically your 4-hour 34 lines up with your 618. All right, so you're kind of looking for this. You're looking for a running flat now. Move down here and this, or move down here and this. All right, and then that will potentially complete the larger ABC. So any moves down here, and you can go for that C wave up, right? And you're creating just a WXY, right? And then we're going to move our X wave over here. If it makes that, then you're going to move this over here. And you got that, you got a potential bait, right? WXY, call it an ABC, it doesn't matter. But, and then you're looking for that move down. All right, so that's what you're looking for on gold. If you want to take a shot, you can mark out your 618 of your wave right here. Lines up with your 4-hour 34, and you can take a shot. This isn't something that would be ready tomorrow, right? It would have to pull back for, like, I mean, you'd basically be pulling back tomorrow. So all right, Euro's just dropping, right? And we had a 4-hour 34B. We talked about putting orders here and just save some money for your 200. But you pretty much ran to that order, right? The high confluence trading area video I put out, and you kind of pretty much stopped right there at your 618 and your 50 imbalance. All right, here's your 50 imbalance. This is your 50 retrace. You had pivots here. You got the trend line here. Right, so that's a nice sell. So you're just holding right now. You're holding euro, and if we do manage to pop back up here, now you're going to have structure to pull, right? You'll have structure to pull. You're going to be coming off your 200, and then you're going to be looking to sell. You're going to be giving it room to make double tops, and then you're going to be looking for it to break structure, then correction under the structure, and then continuation. All right, so there's nothing really to do. You're either in this thing, saving some money for the 200, and you're just going to see what happens. So CAD's just dropping down to these lows in the bottom of this channel, so I think you're at a nice spot to buy CAD. And again, we're looking for this tomorrow. All right, so we're looking for an impulse up tomorrow. All this looks like B wave, and you're looking for this impulse up, right? And you're just building out a flat correction right here. Just channeling, making this ascending channel that we talked about in that CAD video. Dollar Swiss, you want buys in dollar Swiss all the way. So jump down to the lower time frame, and again, you're looking for a 1 hour 34B. You're getting a 1 hour buy setup right now. And when we step out here to the weekly chart, you can see you got another bullish weekly setup. Your 8, 21, 34 stacked, right? So you're looking for, at minimum, a double top. But I think you could run much higher. When we step out to the monthly chart, this is where you're at. And this thing could wind up making a move up to like your monthly 200 or something, back to parity. So dollar Swiss, right? You're kind of, higher time frames are bearish, but your lower time frames are, you're getting bullish setups. So you are still stacked on the daily chart. Your 34 is above your 89, and your 200 could just be an overshoot, and you're ready for this. All right, so it's worth taking a buy in the lower time frame. You're getting a 1 hour buy set up now. It would be nice if we can come down, tag our 34. Ideally, you'd be looking for a 1 hour 34B to take on up in dollar Swiss. So I like Aussie Swiss, dollar Swiss. What other pairs? We'll check out NZD CAD, right? Because NZD CAD's pulling back, and we wanted to lay off of this thing another couple days and let it run down to our 34, and that's what you're getting now. So I do like this. We don't have to pull the trigger yet. We can let this hit our 34. We're basically on the lookout for the next close above the 8. So I do like this chart, and just let it play it. Let it come down a little bit, right? No reason to buy just yet. We haven't even tagged our 34, and this is the first pullback after the break of structure. So you got this correction right here, right? Broke structure. This could be our first high or low after the break of structure. So just let it come back, and we will have a buy setup in that. Euros are, dollars are. Dollars are ran right down to the 100. You're there, right? If you had an alert at the 100 and you were buying the 100, you're in this trade. So dollars are is ready to buy, and you're going after this impulse right here. All right, you're going after this impulse. And why do you want this? Again, because the pattern makes sense. You're bullish on the weekly, and we're also in this squeeze, right? So, and you're coming out of this range, so you're squeezing this whole time. You're contracting, contracting, contracting. You're breaking out of that counter trend. A lot of times you'll get that snapback move, and this lines up with the pattern, and it lines up with trend. So you're looking for this big impulse up on the weekly chart, and this is a nice buying up because you're at your 100. All right, so, and we're already in Eurozar, right? So we bought Eurozar down here when we were tagging the 100, and you're just letting this trade play out. So it's either going to work or it's not. We don't want to see a close below next quarter's S1, and that's kind of right down here at your 123.6. But Eurozar should give you a push up right here. We'll see. You're at a nice area, so like that trade as well. NZD Swiss. We like this one, right? And we drew this up the other day. You're coming into your 618 of this potential running flat, and we were looking for a double top, or you're going to get continuation up to your 100 or your 1618. So NZD Swiss, right? You want buys in this one as well. So I do like this trade, and it's ain't a bad trade to find out if we're going to get continuation or not up to the 100. So step down to the 1 hour chart, and it's the same thing. You're getting a buy. This is a buy setup right now. All right, you're getting a bullish cross down here with your momentum. You could basically buy this on the 1 hour, and you just don't want to see a close below your 1 hour 34. All right, and it's that simple. So it's pretty simple. This is a nice buy setup on NZD Swiss. 1 hour buy setup right now, and just don't want to see it close, right? You don't want to see it close really below your 1 hour 34, because you're getting a bullish setup right now. So this thing should go. All right, you should have no reason to come back to here unless you're making some kind of a flat. But even then, you're looking for it to go. All right, you're looking for it to go. So you just really don't want to see it close below this level. It's a nice buy setup right here. On NZD Swiss on the 1 hour chart. And like I said, they just cut rates, and even when we step out here to the weekly chart, you can see your squeeze just fired off, right? And now you've had a down cycle. You're holding momentum, so this thing could be ready to go, right? Up to your weekly 200, right? Just up into this general area. Just making a higher time frame correction. You're bearish on the higher time frame, but your lower time frames are bullish, so it's telling you it wants to make bullish corrections on up to a higher time frame EMA. So this is the trade we're looking for in NZD Swiss. So we like Aussie Swiss, and I mean I even like Swiss yen. So I posted a trade this morning about Swiss yen on 1 hour chart, and we got orders peppered, right? So we're in this thing. I'll hide the indicators and Swiss cut rates. Orders peppered at the 38.2. You got one up here at the 618, and you have another one at the 786, right? And you're looking for downside, and you don't want to see it close above this high. When we step out to the monthly chart, you're way overextended on this thing. You're way past your quarterly R2. You're probably up at your quarterly R3, and this thing is due for a monthly pullback. You've been above your 8 now for. You've been above your 8 for years. You're going on 4 years above the 8 on the monthly chart. All right, this thing's due for a monthly pullback. And it just so happens it could come now because, like I said, Swiss franc they had a surprise rate cut last night. Last rate cut was a surprise, so they already cut twice. Yen is not planning on cutting, and I think it's time you will see some higher time frame profit taken. And I'm looking for a move down to your monthly 34. All right. We're basically looking for a move back down to the monthly 34. And that's that, right? So I think it's worth taking a shot here on Swiss yen, right? Take a shot. Pepper 3 orders. I'll hide this again. And like I said, you're looking for downside all the way. All right, Swiss yen. All right, so that is all I got for this week. We like Aussie Swiss. That's a buy setup now, right? New Zealand Swiss a buy. Dollar Swiss is a buy. Swiss yen's a sell. I get it. You don't have to take all of them. You're leveraging a lot of Swiss, but I do like them all. So if you do take a lot of Swiss trades, just divide your risk up. So, all right, we like and Nasdaq. You're looking to come fill that gap. And it's about all I got for today. So next video will be weekly Forex forecast, and we'll cover a lot. If you like what I'm doing, do me a favor, hit thumbs up, subscribe, have a good one.